Alright, so no introduction today, but still follow me on my social medias and hashtags and social bots down below in the bios and all that good stuff. Anyways, I know this is a little older. I know it's 5 days old. I don't care. From arstechnica.com. It comes from Kyle Orland. Almost said Orlando. Tashuri Dorian. This is quote, I think my finality really is something that we wanted to achieve. I know I'm playing DonkeyKong 3 music in the background. I should be playing the NES version instead of SNES. Don't give a rat's ass. That's the shit I grew up with. Part 1 and 2 a lot more than Part 3. Part 3 I only played twice ever. I played Part 1 and 2 a shit ton more, because that was a jam. I gotta credit this person named Sarah Beaker or Sarah Bucker. Before I get into that, there's some real crazy ass news from this NASA thing. I know sometimes, me personally, and they're lying POSs, in my personal opinion. They could be the smartest, brilliant scientists on the planet. Granted, when I was a 90s kid in elementary, middle school, I used to love thinking about space and galaxies and universes and all that shit, but found out they were lying POSs. Yeah, the Serpent's Tongue, and they were a lot of part of Operation Paperclip, and a lot of fake false flag psyop shit that they were a part of, which sucked. I didn't know this till like my freshman year in high school or college, so that's unfortunate. That's real fake. And then there's some Harry Potter news from Peter White from Deadline. So it's Harry Potter TV series writers, TV series Zeros, and on the premises as selected writers pitch their ideas for Max. They say they might get back J.K. Rowling. Did you get back my girl J.K. Rowling? That's cool. They say here, Deadline understands on the Potter world and Potter universe are now heating up with the marathon pitches are underway for writers vying the right to adaptation J.K. Rowling's 7 books. So I don't know if I had to do it in a separate video, because I love the shit out of the original series. It was cool as fuck. The video games were awesome, even though they're kind of like, fortunately, like old and stale for their time. I mean, look at the thing that happened last year before Hogwarts Legacy. That shit blew up like a mother effer. So yeah, let's truly begin. Kylo Orland. Almost called Orlando again. So it says, after nearly 5 years of a legal battle between the scorekeepers of Twin Galaxies, Billy Mitchelle over the Veracity of Mitchell's contestant, Donkey Kong Country high score submission, the recent settlement in the case before the trail might be a little anticlimactic, but Twin Galaxies attorney David Tarshrodian or Rowdian, I don't care how you say this dude's name, fuck him, and fuck this other dude, Billy Mitchell. This guy's an absolute lying scumbag, scum of the earth, lies straight with a bold-faced fucking lie. He says, oh, he's the king of games. No, you're not, bro. And there's even that old Adam Sandler movie on Pixels when that dude was his name. When it was just in that Hunger Games Battle of the Songbirds, named Peter Dinklage. He made a parody version of his character self. He knew he was a lying piece of shit, bro. He knew it for the longest time. I know there's a lot of drama going on with the Pal World thing, too. I want to talk about that one day. I gotta credit this dude, what's his name? RJA Impact, and another one, a real big time freaking YouTuber, Carl Jobs. They did a whole, him and the other dude, Mudahar, some ordinary gamers, did a big giant freaking documentary on this dude, Billy Mitchell. I'll see if I remember the link to the video in the switch box below. This guy, he's as bad as a politician. All he does is just lie, bullshit, does a lot of deception, psychological operation, psyop shit, controlled opposition, all that bullshit social media engineering. Fuck him. He's probably gonna burn for his atone for his sins in hell, in my opinion. Well, let's move on. I'm going too far with that. So it says, also goes on to say, someone sponsors Crash Bandicoot more than Donkey Kong Country 3. It's weird. Ars Technica said that he wasn't surprised when both sides opened a cost for savings quite financially. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Avoiding arguments in front of the jury. Oh, before I keep going, I'll leave the link to the description box below if you want to listen to this. This shit is super good, man. Oh, I'm not going to read the whole entire article, so there's that. It says, quote, a ton of cases are setting up prior to trial. Just avoiding the expenses and all the other parties to get financed. And I read all this. And for Twin Galaxies, it says, quote, wasn't our primary motivation factor, but I think finality is something that we wanted to achieve. Tasharodian, how do you say his fucking name, said in Twin Galaxies, quote, he had all of our ducks in a row, quote, for an anticipated trial date, and that we were, quote, very confident in the facts that he laid out his filings during the discovery processes. Those filings include the evidence calling into question some of the experts that Mitchell has used to make his technical cases, as well as photos of Mitchell in a score-settling event showing the Donkey Kong cabinet was clearly modified joysticks. Oof. So he did lie. I knew he was a bullshit liar. He's lying through his fucking goddamn teeth. It's disgusting. I can't stand scumbag pieces of shit, diarrhea motherfuckers that are full of horse crap. A lot of people in their faces, and especially when a video game back in the 80s and 90s when that shit was just a hobby till like the mid-late 2010s when esports was a thing. I'm glad some people could actually do it as a full-time job. And God bless them for that shit, big time too. Anyways, let's move on. I think I read all this. Deanne believes that the settlement is allowing for getting the issues resolved for the other parties' terms without putting in out 12 people who might not understand the nuances. I think while the facts and disclosures are out there, it really helps the parties analyze their relatives' positions to come up with a business decision at the end of the day. Twin Galaxies over Jace Hall has not responded to the request for a common Ars Technica. Mitchell responded to the request by commentary liking his social media statements on the other settlement. Splitting the scores, baby. While Tasharalian. Oh, this is the dude. And I don't know why he's defending this lying piece of shit. He should just go somebody else that actually needs his assistance big time. My personal opinion, I'm not going to say as a lawyer, as a district attorney, he failed or if he succeeded in doing his mastering his craft. I don't know. I have no idea what it is to be a lawyer or attorney for the government. Thank God I don't. Almost a month. Tasharona said that he couldn't discuss specific terms of the settlement. He did say, quote, just like with any other settlement, parties have to give in and take the reach of the compromise. I think that the parties both did that in this case, unquote. As part of the apparent compromise, Billy Mitchell was also posting a statement, quote, Twin Galaxies, I'm not sure if his lawyer district attorney told him to say this or he's doing this off the fucking cuff. Twin Galaxies has reinstated off the video game world record that I have achieved in my career, but Twin Galaxy also noted in a statement that the reinstatement is only, quote, part of the historical databases of Twin Galaxy's website and not the main updated version of scoreboards. Mitchell's DonkeyKong score not only appears in the original TG historical databases section of the site that Twin Galaxy said serves, quote, a historical archive of the original score database, or database, I don't want to say that in a word, copied verbatim for the system, obtaining during Twin Galaxy's acquisitions in 2014. I talked about this dude a shit ton of times, but I'll get to that thoughts using pain speculations. Well, my personal opinion, they're fucking truth or fact, not opinion, but it's my opinion now. Whatever. That section predates, quote, all modern junctions of protocols. This is, quote, Twin Galaxies rights on the site is being provided as a matter, quote, of archival integrity, unquote, to reflect more quotation. There's a shit ton of quotation marks in our technique. I don't know why. The priority, I don't know. They're straight or crooked, I don't fucking care. Let's move on with this news story article. Records under the previous administrative standards, quote, to live in modern version of Twin Galaxies database does not include Mitchell's submission as part of the DonkeyKong high score list. Tasharadian stops short of saying that, quote, posting the historical database, score databases was necessarily a direct result of lawsuits of the settlement, but he did allow the company to, quote, the community had the desire for the original Twin Galaxies database to be immortalized somewhere else. This matter was sort of the vehicle to get out there, quote unquote. There's the rest of it here. You guys can read. The dude's a liar, man. How the hell do some thoughts using his speculation? Why do people think that this fool's telling the truth, bro? This dude lied so many times. This probably went on what? When was this? 2000, like the 90s, early 2000s? Because no fools wear this shit like in a fucking like. It's old school style, bro. Like, that's some 80s shit there. Even though Grant was born in 89. I don't know what the fuck was going on back then. But Jesus, though. Like, this dude, he's lying through everything, man. Constructive criticism liar in a really bad way. This guy he's bad. He's toxic as fuck for the gamer community, bro. You know, he came in a different time in the 80s when video games were going to be a fad in the 1980s. And after the 80s and 90s, it would just die out. Well, thank God it didn't. You know, granted, Nintendo's the one that saved it. I thought it was Atari that saved it. No, it was Nintendo. It actually saved the video game industry in the 80s because it wasn't for them. Granted, I sometimes dislike some of their fucking business practices because I still think they're in the 1970s, 80s where life was a thing without internet and without social media and all that stuff. Like, they still got their heads stuck up their ass with Nintendo Japan especially. Just I think he was like the share record holder dude for like Pac-Man and the old school Twin Galaxies, but Andromeda? I forgot what it was called. It was that old, like, Galaga freaking things. I don't know if he was a whole record holder or not. I remember naming fun of this motherfucker big time in Adventure Time. He deserves all the shit. He needs to eat shit and stay in a prison for at least 5-10 years, which he won't. And the dude's almost old enough to be my freaking uncle's age. Just crazy. He still continues to not accept that he fucking lied. He manipulated the freaking high score system. Why does he not just make it, confess, and make up, bro? Now I don't have to worry about making a freaking shitty ass video on this motherfucker. Honestly, disgusting. And some people, though, just the great lengths, leaps and bounds people will take to have that 15 minutes of clout. The clout is a fucking poisonous drug, man. Don't take it. Don't take the fame, attention, and materialism bullshit and get to your egotistical, nihilistic, narcissistic fucking ass. You stupid retard, my reverend. Seriously. I'm done with this fool. I'm out of here. Thanks for about blood, and that's it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros. I am Wizard Fingers as always. Tacos, Nikki, Mondays. I'll soon see you guys have a good night, wherever out in the world, the universe out there. Stay tuned for content channel, good video game industry news, video game console news. Sometimes VTuber indie drama news. Occasionally music artist, celebrity gossip news, and of course, definitely special YouTube drama news on all the other social media platform news out there. And of course, reaction review segments, cool hype, positive reaction review segments on the channel, and of course, serious, stern commentary on the channel as well. Peace out, my soccer out, let's play, take it easy, stay safe, and well, I'm out. Goodbye. Happy early transition. I'm out. Stay extra safe, stay cautious, and matter. See you later.